Why do founders forget about go-to-market strategy? Actually, there are some books on this topic for more than 20 years. So I searched through numerous lists and found this one book that I read, studied, and made this video about. I'll try to share with you what I learned from brilliant go-to-market leader Sangram from his book, Move, the 4 Questions Go-to-Market Framework. Yet there are not that many evangelists, but you're here, you're in a good place. Go-to-market is for founders who want to create high-performing revenue teams. When I get interested in a topic like this, which I believe will contribute to me expanding my freedom through skill acquisition, I dive deep into this topic, desperately researching and looking for knowledge in this topic. So that's what I want to do today. I want to give you everything before we even get started. So my one key takeaway, one golden nugget: go-to-market is not a project. Go-to-market is like a product. So HubSpot's CEO has his take on this. So he said, go-to-market is not a project. And this is very well said. A project is a temporary work effort with its start and end, but go-to-market is an iterative process that must continue. So go-to-market is not about finding growth hacks, growth tricks. It's about sustainable growth through innovative marketing and sales strategies. It's not something you set it and forget it. It's iterative. Just as you grow your product, you'll need to go-to-market developed continuously. So in the part 1 from this book, Sangram starts with 6 truths. I'm going to choose the most notable for me and go over them very quickly. So high-performing teams, they consist of marketing, sales, and customer success. Don't forget about the last one, right? They all build a high-performing revenue team in an early-stage company. Another one is RevOps, right? What is RevOps? RevOps is not just sales activities, right? It's about centralizing your data and finding the truth seller. So this data will make it easier for you to make harder decisions. Obviously, each department has its own goals and its own metrics that they look at, but business metrics are business metrics. So why would you decentralize your business metrics? RevOps is just about finding these key business metrics, combining it all together, making the decisions that have to push your business further. Another thing is flywheels. So what I knew about funnels, sales funnels, marketing funnels, was very much confronted with what I've seen in this book. So lead funnels, sales funnels, marketing funnels, there is one problem with them. They focus on generating leads or on some specific one thing, right? Inside the buyer journey. So think of the full revenue cycle, focusing on the key accounts, putting your focus on where you can make the most money, and iterating. In the long end, that's how you make more revenue, not just by generating a lot of leads, but thinking about the whole journey, also about what's happening after the purchase from your client. And the last one is TAM, so total addressable market. Total addressable market is just a buzzword, which is killing a lot of opportunities for a lot of founders, especially in the early stage of the company, meaning where your clients wouldn't say you have a fully mature product comparing to the market, competitors, all of that. Instead of focusing on all of the customers that you can serve, maybe in a few years, focus on the customers that you can serve the best possible way right now. Of course, the long term, you have total addressable market, but what you can do right now is focus on the total relevant market. So all the accounts that make the perfect sense to reach out to right now and try to do business with them first. So it's just about prioritizing the accounts. Okay, good. Now we're moving further to the part 2 of the summary that I have for you. And in this summary part, we'll focus on the maturity stages. So there are 3 maturity stages and 3 P's that we'll cover. First one is ideation stage. So a lot of us will be in this stage, of course, when we have to figure out a lot of stuff. So most of the companies are here and never get out of here. As you transition from the ideation stage to the next stage, you'll shift your focus from uncertainty to developing a repeatable, scalable process for increasing your market share. This transition is marked by the achievement of product market fit, where you found the right product for the right audience in the right time. But one piece of advice I found most impactful: generate as much leads as you can and sales-led growth. But this will never get sustainable until you transition to the next stages. So the next stage is transition stage. When you're going from the ideation stage to the transition stage, product market fit is being in a good market with a product that can satisfy that market. It's not just about having a product that works, also about having a market that wants and needs it, right? So you already have things like proof of concept, MVP, you have the prototype, everything working, and that's how you transition to product market fit. Obviously, you start to get recurring customers and everything works just all right. But maturing from this stage, going to the next stage, execution stage, is a whole new level of growth, right? How do we see if we are in the execution stage? So you reach predictability, exceeded the top growth metrics for 3 consecutive quarters, and start to make strategic long-term moves with your money that you made from the product market fit stage. So now you search for growth opportunities and not just iterate on your product. You attack the markets that you haven't touched on before. Scale at its finest. That's the stage that probably every entrepreneur, every founder wants to be at, right? But only few companies will get there. Perfect. And now we are getting into part 3 of the summary. This is the last part of the summary. So now we're getting into the MOVE framework. As you can see, this is the MOVE framework. The whole idea of the MOVE framework is that there are 4 questions in our go-to-market transformation, which you can answer anytime yourself to get to the next step, reveal the next opportunity for growth, and next one until you reach maturity. So let's start with the 4 questions. First question is for M. Whom we market to? Second question, O. What do we need to operate well? Third question for V. When can we scale the business? And fourth question, where can we grow the most? So let's start with the M, with market. In order to allocate your resources most effectively, you prioritize your market segments. So we've talked already about the total addressable market and total relevant market. So we go from intent accounts to prioritize pipeline. Okay, good. Number 2, operations. What do we need to operate well? This is where everything starts. Metrics, processes, systems, tech stack, all of that good stuff. Have repeatable processes to track metrics which say the business is going well, right? Of course, each department has its own, but the RevOps take the big picture and focus on what is most important for the business revenue. V, velocity. When we scale the business. So that's the question everyone has. Even when they begin the business, they always think about all possibilities to scale, right? But velocity, the V in the MOVE framework, is about answering when can we scale. When can I scale my business, sit back and chill finally? Never if you don't have these 2 things, people ramp and enablement ramp. So E stands for expansion. Where can we grow the most? So this is about knowing where to put your hands to. You'll have plenty of ideas, hopefully, in your backlog, but there are usually 3 ways where you can scale: sales, coverage, solutions. So what acquisition channels we can use, how we can expand to new markets, what categories we can expand to. Like we talked about expanding to new markets and finding new growth opportunities, as you are in the ideation stage, the early stage, you will need a lot of new ideas. You need razor-sharp mind, new ideas flowing, and go-to-market strategy, right? When you are focused on just developing new features, building a product, you'll never unlock your brain to new ideas and growth. So watch this video to understand how you can unlock your brain for more growth and more content ideas.